What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have the expensive new computer for one of the Miller 400D welding machines over here. Decided to buy a new one. I checked with a place out in Fort Worth that supposedly repairs these things, and they were supposed to call me back with a price on fixing it. I have no idea how they were going to come up with a price to fix it when they didn't know what was wrong with it. But I assumed they were going to look up the price of a new one and then charge me about half price or something. I'm guessing, I don't know. But they never called me back, so that kind of sent off a red flag to me. I don't really like companies like that. I mean, if you don't have time to talk with me and take my money to start with, you probably don't have time for me after the fact if I have a problem either. So, whatever. So anyway, ordered a brand new Miller computer, control board, whatever you want to call it. And I got it upside down. I'll turn it over. And date code 2719, made in USA. And I've decided that I'm going to put that on the machine with the less hours, because that kind of makes sense to me. This machine here has about 900 hours less than this machine, so in theory this machine should last longer, so it makes sense to put the new computer on this machine to me. So I have went ahead, took the computer off of this machine and put on this machine and got it functioning, and then I just stuck this computer here that's bad, that was off of this machine, back on here, just stuck it up there. And so I got to mount the new computer on this mounting plate right here, and then it will bolt down right here. So we're going to get that all secured up, and then we're going to put this back together, and hopefully it should work, and we'll have two good working welding machines at that point. So these bolts here come up through the bottom of this plate right here, like that, and then the computer just sits on top of this. That's the way this works. And then the whole thing bolts down. And I'm probably going to have to set this camera down in order to do this, but I'll try it. Hey, look at me. Then we got to put our 4 nuts on there and tighten them down. I will set the camera down to do this and tighten them up, but that's the way it goes. And then you have 4 bolts here that holds this metal plate down. And what happened on the other machine is the wires rubbed on this metal plate here and shorted out, and shorted this computer out, is what originally happened. So let me get this tightened down, then we're going to set this on the machine and get her bolted in place. All right, got the new computer stuck up there. As I say, just these 4 bolts here, and then you bolt this metal plate down here. And for those of you who didn't see my other video, on the other machine, what happened was these wires right here that are zip tied down were actually up against this plate here, rubbing and arced out, is what shorted the original computer out. It's the reason I had to buy one. So I'm going to see if we can start this thing up here and see if we show well voltage on the volt gauge here. And if we do, we'll go ahead and reassemble everything. It should be good to go. That's what was going on before. It was showing 0 volts, and it should be showing about 90, 92, 95, somewhere in there. So let's start this thing up and see if we got well voltage here. I like it. So now we're going to start putting all these side panels on there. Nothing to that, just a whole bunch of screws. You need both hands to do this, but they just stick up there and you put all the bolts in it and tighten them up. Then we have to pick that top cover up. It goes on last, it sits on the top. Be nice if I had a hand to do that, but I can get it by myself. Alright, so I'm going to get this top cover picked up. You have to take the fuel cap off. You don't have to remove all the screws in the top whenever you remove it. I don't know if you can see. There's some screws in the top that's still in there. I learned this, but some of those things are like reinforcement. So some of them you can leave in, and some of them actually hold the top on. So if you take out more than needed, the reinforcement pieces will kind of fall loose, and you'll have to pick them up and stick them back in the top. It's, I guess, to keep that top from flexing. So. Thing is pretty awkward, slightly heavy. Slightly up in the air too. Pretty sure you could slightly smash your finger pretty good too. Hopefully we don't do that. There we are. The exhaust has got to stick through, and the fuel cap has got to stick through. And it has to overlap the side panels. And your lifting eye up there has also got to stick through. Looks like it's still like it's supposed to. Put our fuel cap back on. We'll get all our 20 something bolts over here, however many it is, and get all those started. Makes it a little bit hard to start these things whenever they get beat up a little bit. The metal and stuff is tweaked. Doesn't want to line up very well. it appears they are ready to weld. So I got a little project that I'm gonna get started on over here. That'll be in another video, and so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and probably drag out some of the other stuff, kind of get started on the other project. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.